Hello, how are you doing? Okay, I was called over here to check on you, to make sure you were doing all right and to see if you needed any further help. Can you hear me all right? All right. Some bystanders were concerned that you might need some medical attention. So I'm here for you. Do you mind if I check you over and ask you a few questions? Okay, thank you. It looks like this is a safe place for us to talk. Are you comfortable to sit with me here? Okay. Before I get started, I'm just going to put on my gloves. It's kind of required, even though I don't always find it necessary based on what we may or may not be doing today, but I'm going to get these on. Alright, and if you could you tell me what happened and how long ago it began? Okay, I'm going to write that down if that's okay. Alrighty. Okay, right here at work, okay? And has this ever happened to you before? Okay. Was anybody else with you? Alrighty. So I don't think it's going to be necessary to put a backboard or a collar on you right now. I'm not getting the impression that you have anything wrong with your neck or back or spine. Is that correct? Okay, good. Yeah, what's your general impression? All right. Yeah, I would agree with that. That's my general impression as well. Okay, did you pass out at all? Any dizziness? Blurry vision? Lose your balance at all? Okay. And, okay. How are you breathing right now? Are you having any difficulty? Any tightness? Any achiness? Any wheezing? Any effort? Okay. Have you ever had oxygen before? Okay. Do you feel like it would help now? Okay. Now I'm just looking you over, and do you feel any thing warm, wet, sticky? Like, do you feel like you're bleeding anywhere? Anything that I need to take care of in that regard? Okay. Alright. And is this your normal skin color? Okay. Do you feel particularly cold or hot at all? Okay. Have you ever gone to an urgent care or an emergency room for this condition? Okay. And your primary care physician is aware of this? Okay. So you said this happened. Okay. And do you know what might have triggered it or why it happened? Any backstory or other circumstances that might have had something to do with it? Okay. All right. Are you in any pain right now? Okay. And what kind of quality of that pain on a scale of 1 to 10 would you give that? Okay. And does it radiate out at all? And how long has it been going on? Okay, does anything make it worse? Does anything make it better? All right, we can do that. Just get 1 second. Yeah, I've got a cold pack right here. I can just break that and give that to you right now. It won't last as long as ice, but that's all I have right now, okay? All right. And, yeah. Just break it open and shake it, and the chemicals mix together. And then they make it cold for a while for you. Yeah. Okay, there you go. You can put that on there. Okay. Do you feel like you need to be transported anywhere right now? Or do you feel like you can get there on your own? Or do you feel like staying here? Okay, and why do you think that? Okay. Let me keep going then. Do you have any allergies? It could be anything. It could be medications, could be foods, plants, insects, chemicals. There's a wide variety of them. Typically, if you don't know, then you probably don't have any. Okay. Right, that's why we write no known allergies, because there could always be this one odd, strange thing that is going to make you react in an unusual way. But typically those are few and far between. Correct. Okay. Are there any prescription medications that you take, or any over-the-counter things that you take every single day? Yeah, we just want to know if there would be any potential for interaction, or one thing reacting with something else. Yeah, there are a few perfectly harmless things by themselves, but that when you combine with something else can cause some unusual things. Yeah, it doesn't sound like, it doesn't sound like that's the case here. Okay. And is there any other relevant medical history that you think I should know related to this? All right, when was the last time you ate today? How about had a drink? Okay. Anything else you can think of that led up to this episode today? Okay. All right, do you mind if I kind of go over some of your different systems part by part? Yeah, I'd like to start with your cardiovascular system and just do a real quick overview. I got your pulse and I got your respirations. Yeah, that's right. I kind of like to do that when you're not paying attention, because all of us have a bad habit of changing the way we breathe if we know that someone is paying attention. A lot of us speed up our breathing, a lot of us slow down our breathing, some of us hold our breath, but it's almost impossible to get an accurate count of respirations if we know that we're being observed. Because breathing is such an automatic thing, it's much better to let it be automatic and let the body do what needs to be done. And even though we want to, We can't always do that. Mm-hmm. Okay. Any cardiac history? Do you know what your typical heart rate would be? How about your typical blood pressure? Okay. Are you on any medications for the cardiovascular system? Okay. All right, now I'd like to ask you some questions briefly about your pulmonary system. Do you have any trouble breathing? Okay. Well, I know we kind of went over that in the past or recently, or maybe even as a child. Have you ever had an inhaler? Okay. A neti pot? Okay. All right. How about the neurological system? Have you ever had seizures, a stroke, any trouble with balance or coordination? Okay. Any trouble seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, or smelling? Okay. Any history with mental health? Yes. This is completely confidential. Yeah, I just wanted to know if any prescriptions you might be taking for those things might be affecting you now. Okay. Okay. All right. How about musculoskeletal? Any broken bones, fractures, sprains, strains, tendons, ligaments? Okay. All right. And your integumentary system, the largest organ of your body is your skin. And do you have any special particular issues with your skin? Some people have rosacea, some people have eczema, some people might have some other kind of dermatitis, some people might have acne, or be taking medicine for things like that. Okay, any medicine you take for your skin? Okay. How about your GI system, your stomach? How about your appendix? Gallbladder? Bowels. How are your bowels today? Alright, urination? Any pain, burning, tenderness, any blood or particular foreign matter? Okay, any bloating, tenderness? Okay. Any difficulty going or excessive going? Okay, great. Let's quickly go over your reproductive health. Do you have any difficulty? Okay, pain? Okay. And no tingling, numbness, burning, any appearance of spots, redness, lesions, rashes, any foreign bodies. Okay. Safety. Okay. All right. And then, of course, just some psychosocial issues. Do you have any anxieties or fears that keep you from holding a job or from leaving your house, from just experiencing life as you wish to experience it? Okay. What about your family life? Are you generally satisfied with how it's going? And your marital status? Do you have any? Okay. All right. So you're still working through that. Okay. All right. So we got your blood pressure. We got your pulse. We got your respirations, your respiratory rate. Okay. All right. So we talked about what your general impression was. Can I get another general field impression from you? What do you think? Okay. And so what interventions might you be interested in today? I would love to actually start you off with a really good drink of water. Okay, we can do that? Great. All right, there you go. Some clean, pure water for you. There is no chlorine in it. There is no fluoride in it. Okay. All right. So you got a drink. Are you going to want some medications? We have that. Is that what you would like to have today? All right, I've got some in a little container here. All right, here they are. Does that look like what you normally would take? Okay, and you've got your water. Okay, great. Okay. And is that cold pack working for you? Would you like another one? All right, I can get you that. Yeah, the cold packs don't last very long. As soon as I get finished with your assessment, I'm going to go ahead and try to get you a bag of real ice that'll last longer. You can carry it with you. Okay, here's this cold pack for you. So do you feel like it has changed at all since I started talking to you? Okay. All right, that makes sense actually. Yeah. Would it be okay if I also took your temperature just to give us an even more well-rounded idea of what's going on with you today? That's okay? All right. Just going to get you a clean probe cover. All right, I'm going to put that over there. And can you open your mouth, please? And hold it right under your tongue. All right, and go ahead and just close your mouth and keep that in there for me for a minute. I promise I will not ask you any questions. All right. So you can nod or shake your head. I'll keep it really simple. Do you feel like you want to go get transported today in the squad? Okay. Do you feel like you are safe right now, right here? Or do you feel like there's anything pressing this moment? Okay. Having any difficulty breathing? Okay. Bleeding? Okay. All right. And your normal primary care person is? Okay. Great. Is there anything else? Oh, good. The thermometer beeped. I'm going to take that out now. Okay, yep, that looks actually just fine. Yeah, that's pretty normal, I think, for today and the conditions that we're having. That doesn't give me really any cause for alarm at all. Do you feel like you would need to have your blood sugar taken? I do have a glucometer if you would like me to test that as well. It's just a very quick procedure with your finger, and we could find out. Okay, all right. So is there anything more that I can do for you to help with this until it resolves itself? Okay. And are there any concerns that you would have today? Okay. Sounds like a good idea. I think I would do that too. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Um, yeah, yeah. And in the future, if you would need me again, I'm not far away. I'm over there in that building. Yeah, you can see it from here. So I'm just a phone call away. You can either come back and recheck you if you would like me to take your vital signs again, or just review what we were doing. You can have another one of those tablets in 4 hours. So if you'd like another one of those, I can bring those over again. Or maybe you have your own. Oh, not with you. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely some more I can bring over to you. Yeah, to keep the symptoms at bay for now, as they continue to do some testing and determine maybe if they can prevent that from happening without the pills, which would be nice. Symptom management only goes so far. Taking a pill is fine for a short term, but long term it's always really nice to continue to explore and examine the root cause, to explore and examine some non-pharmacological help, some things that don't involve medicine or chemicals or drugs. Yeah, things like hot packs, cold packs, music, massage, chiropractic, acupuncture, essential oils, aromatherapy, different kind of foods, drinks, herbs, spices. Correct. Yeah, I would definitely explore all of those things, some lifestyle changes, some behavior modifications, some things to start doing, some things to avoid doing. I would definitely explore all of those before you, before you would do something that drastic. I would definitely exhaust all your other options first, because I don't think most people would need to go to that extreme to manage their condition. I'd say that's highly unusual. Yeah, does that help? Good, I'm glad that helps. Yeah, I have not really heard of very many people who've needed to do that. So definitely I would work on the alternative and complementary options that you have available to you. And yeah, the lifestyle management. It looks like you're doing a really good job of that. And I'm sure that just this environment and the weather and stress and all these other factors definitely contributed to this today, I think. But I don't get the impression that it's going to continue to be a problem for you. I think just today was kind of one of those unusual kind of days, out of the ordinary. Yeah. Mhm. Right. Okay. And so, if you are sure that there's nothing more I can do for you right now, I'm going to just have you sign and date right here. Yep, that's correct. Okay, and then I've got this assessment, first aid report finished here now, and I can take that and file it. Um, do you need a copy or anything? No? Okay, great. Oh, yeah, no, there is no charge. No, that's fine. This is just a service. I'm just checking you out, making sure you're okay. Yes, the workplace stocks some of these basic medications. They're kind of included in the general overhead. Yeah. So I didn't do anything for you that would require billing or a fee. No, absolutely. Your workplace covers all of that. That's already included. And the only really reason that you would have been charged or had a bill is if we had transported you by emergency vehicle. Yeah, there's just a lot more costs and insurance and liability and personnel involved with that. So that would have involved a charge, but because we didn't do that, yeah. And most likely your insurance would have covered a good bit of it. I don't like to start right out with that because if someone really needs care, I don't want to talk them out of it. But at the same time, if I don't think someone needs to be transported, I usually say, you know what, the cost is so prohibitive that you might be better off either taking yourself or just calling your physician in the morning and asking him or her for an appointment. Just tell them what went on and then just make an office visit when you can. I think both of those options at this point would be far better than trying to get transported. Because you're here, you're competent, you're able to make the decisions for yourself. Really, transportation is nice when you've really got something life-threatening, critical, and or you're not particularly conscious. So you are going to want somebody to be fully assessing you and to really take responsibility for you and to really step up and do what needs to be done for you, regardless of whether you are conscious enough to tell them. But I don't see that here at all. You're definitely awake. You're definitely responsive to everything, to voice and questions. So, yeah, I think that you made a really wise decision there. Okay, so I have my paperwork done. You have what you need. Yeah, let me throw this trash away here. Okay, and I'm not exactly sure who we need to talk to next. I can ask for you and find out what is your workplace policy on whether you need to stay here for a while, whether you can go back to work, whether you need to go home. I can't fully make that call. I can just make recommendations. So if your supervisor is here, you can point that supervisor out to me and I'll go have a conversation with them. If they're not here right now, would you like me personally to speak to them, or are you comfortable speaking to them yourself about this issue? Yeah? Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, all right. No, that's fair enough. All right. Yeah, we can definitely do that. No, I understand. I do understand. I think you're perfectly justified in feeling that way. Yeah. What do I think? I think that you did exactly what you were supposed to do. And, yeah, I think you're in really good shape right now. There's nothing here that concerns me. Yeah, I'm very comfortable with where you are right now, and I'm very comfortable wrapping it up. Yeah. And I'll give them my recommendations on my way out. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Do you need me to call anyone for you? Okay, you have a phone? And you have the numbers that you need, are you sure? Okay. And if you need to use the facilities, they're right down there around the corner. Do you see? Yes. Do you have anyone coming to pick you up? Oh, okay, right. After you make the phone call, you can decide that. Okay. Because we can definitely help you with that as well. Just want to make sure that you're going to be okay, safe, looked after. Do you have somebody who can look in on you if you don't go to work? Okay, great. I would definitely have somebody look in on you when you don't go to work. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Well, it was a privilege speaking to you today. It was a pleasure to hear your background and your story. And thank you for allowing me to treat you today. And thank you for trusting me with your health information and some of your background so that I could give you the best care that I possibly can. Correct, yeah. No, I didn't write that down. That was just, I wanted to ask that question in case it had any bearing on today, but because it didn't, I didn't write it down because I knew you weren't comfortable with that. And it's really not relevant. Right. Is that okay? Okay, good. Okay. All right. Sounds good. All right, I will see you later then. Again, please feel free to let me know if you need anything else, and I will do my best to make sure that you're taken care of, okay? Okay. Please have a good day and stay safe. Take care. Bye.